cool little 60 piece. That's only the neck though.
Last night a bitch nigga shot a real nigga, but we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it, and they using nigga songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, then get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man crush been a hater and her little brother won't beat me. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark and her boyfriend probably a weenie. 3,300 on my book bag. Left some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different, I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let him rock you to sleep, true colors better believe him. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my reaper. Praying with my kids and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, this hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her and you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot, I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage, if I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell them that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it. Tell them big checks, yardsticks, not a ruler. All I smoke is ops and I don't never smoke a hookah. Looking for a blessing that's worth of Jesus and Judas. Tell them niggas game 6, my whole team full of shooters. I slide on a nigga like a motherfucking flip-flop. Pressure on your homie and I promise he a flip-flop. Talking that wooty-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't really saying nothing. I know these niggas envy, they can't manage how they feel. Jealousy's for bitches, you niggas pussy for real. A nigga get the drop and he happen to shoot. First we heal up and get back, we ain't going on the shirt, I swear to God, nigga.
That woo-woo, something. I know the police listening, so I ain't saying nothing. Talking that woo-woo, something. Nigga, cock back and aim and leave you bleeding where you running, swear to God, nigga.
Episode of Warren Cali. In this episode, I will detail the story of Baby Jap, also known as JAP3 from 107 Hoover. Baby Jap was born Cali.
What's the deal, y'all? We're Trap Top at NT and Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cracking the same here at TNN. Trap News Network. It's that good news. Use that good knowledge. You ain't thinking nobody's college. Big dog. Tap in with the tap in. Make sure you're in fact tapped in with that good tap in. It's Saturday, so we're not finna hit y'all too long with a long description, with a long woo-doo-wop, but we are wanting y'all to know Instagram, TRAPNEWS, NETWORX. Shout out to the Warren Cali. Shout out to everybody participating in these good contianas. Good contianas. We finna jump into this man's story of JAP3. Let's get into it. Let's go.
In Morgan, on April 10th, 1970, he came from humble beginnings. In his early life, he moved in various areas, like the Nickerson Garden Projects in Watts, which is controlled by the Bounty Hunter Bloods. He also lived in various areas in Compton. But the area that shaped him into what he would become would be in South Central and in a 107 Hoover's turf to be exact. By the 80s, Baby Jap became fully invested in the gang life, and the streets of South Central were wicked. The 80s and 90s being some of the deadliest times in LA history, with 92 being LA's peak year for crime. Growing up in Los Angeles in the 80s, the influx of guns and drugs and gangs would take over the streets. Turf wars and gang wars became the norm, and body dropping would be an everyday occurrence. And being a Hoover Crip wouldn't be easy either. The Hoovers are a collective.
I mean, especially when you got everybody going at you, and the Hoovers is probably one of the more hated gangs within the Los Angeles area, so I can imagine that's not, look, you don't choose the Hoover life choose you. You feel me? Because they for sure are an only the strong survive type of situation.
For gangs under the Hoover umbrella, and they will become one of the most hated gangs in Los Angeles, having beef with Crip, Blood, and some SA gangs. And where the 107 Hoovers were situated, they had a lot of close enemies, like gangs aligned to the Roller Hunted Crips, which are a collective of several gangs, as well as the Diver Lane Bloods, and also SA gangs like Southlows. The 107 Hoovers, also known as the Salos, were founded in the mid-70s. Their early rivals would be the same top rivals they have now. It's easy for Baby Jap to join the Hoovers, with his family ties being based in the Hoovers.
I wonder if that's JAP5's father.
Several family members being in the gang. Continuing his family gang ties will lead to Jap wanting to make his own name. He became well known for being a squabbler, fighting rivals all throughout his middle school and high school years.
I could be wrong, but I thought JAP5's father was from Hoover and he was a Jap as well. I could be wrong.
Even with being small in stature, he didn't turn nothing down. Jap wanted to be respected and wanted to rep his gang well, so he would do whatever to show people he was built for whatever came at him. Jap became so invested in street life, he was catching cases as young as 13 years old. And going to juvenile hall became a consistent theme. And going back and forth to juvenile hall even further his rep, making his name ring from the streets to the juvenile system.
Yeah, and that's probably where you caught us more. In the jail system is kind of where these dudes catch their real reputations and see what's going to go on in the trenches.
Outside of his hands, Jap was good with a shank and was quick to use a shank in any issue, as fast as he was quick to use his hands. With being in the streets at that time point, going to jail for most gangbangers was a badge of honor. But most being underage, they couldn't go to the adult prison system. They were sent to youth authority, also known as YA and gladiator school. And YA was just as bad as prison. YA was all about fighting and violence. That came with the territory of putting a bunch of young gang members from various parts of California in the same system. And Jap had to experience YA for 7 years, but he got YA life for a kidnapping charge. While in YA, Jap focused on school, which he graduated high school in YA, and also working out, which became an intimidating
Big shout out to bro for catching that education, for sure.
factor. It boosted his image and made him more feared. After being released, Jap went back to the streets, and the streets will always come with pain in his life, to losing several family members and friends, to going back and forth to prison, serving multiple bids. Even though Jap was in and out of prison, he played a role in his kids' lives and taught them how to handle themselves on the streets and also in life. When he wasn't serving time, he was preparing his kids for what they faced being in the hood and how to move militant.
Well, basically,
Yeah, I thought I had that correct. That's his father.
living with my pops and stuff, he started training us different. Like, when he was raising us, he just used to have us, real militant. And everybody used to wonder and be thinking, man, he hard on his kids. He be tripping. But in all reality, I feel like he was just showing me the real. And I end up growing up being a different type of individual because I seen so much at a young age.
Jap outside of the streets by 2006 had a chance to show a talent that many didn't know about, which was his rapping skills. Robert Lewis from Rectable Records and Charles Big Chuck Stetton for Drama Family Entertainment paired together to produce a double disc album and also a documentary, giving several gang members from several hoods all over South Central a chance to get exposure and potentially a chance in the industry. And a documentary would give a face to the artists and also their recording process. Several Hoover gang members would take part in the album as well as the documentary, and Jap would be one of those Hoover rappers.
It's documentary. I'm from Westside Hoover. I'm Baby Jap. Say low. Yeah. The motherfuckers know me as a real nigga. I let the world judge me. I'm not God, so I don't judge no man, right? But I'm broke. I'm broke and I'm trying to make it in this rap game. I gang bang, homie. You know I gang bang. And after this, I'll probably be dead. But look, I want to tell you something.
Damn. That's a cold premonition, ain't it?
I had a long life. I seen gangbangers die at 12 years old. My nigga Chipmunk, made 3rd Street Hoover. 12 years old, it fucked me up. But it didn't change me, though. It made...
But Jap's career never got to take off, with him being sent back to prison for several years. Half of Jap's life was spent in prison, with him serving over 7 years in the juvenile system and around 15 years in the prison system. While he was in prison on his last bid,
Dang, that just goes to show that the majority of this man's life is spent in incarceration.
his son will also become a 107 Hoover by the name of JAP3. JAP3 became a well-known Los Angeles rapper, known for his street reputation as well as his rapping skills, which he was making a name for himself and building a major buzz. And JAP3 credited his dad as being a major source on why he way he is.
Yeah, that's why you gotta just move different. Especially with your children, you gotta move different because you gonna show them what you don't show them. Somebody else just gonna show them. So it's I'd rather just be straight up.
But was your dad telling you this is what gangbanging is, stay away from it, or this is what crime is like? This person breaks in houses, this person sells drugs, and trying to tell you
No.
you don't want to do this?
No, he never told me that. But my pops is also in the streets heavy too. My pops ain't like nobody else pops. He different too. So with my pops being who my pops is, he didn't care about none of that stuff. He was doing him. And he just made sure that he kept me on my stuff, but he never stopped doing him. Cause I'm under my pops. My name Jap, my pops name JAP2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is there a JAP3 and 4?
My pops is JAP3.
Oh.
I'm JAP5.
Oh, okay. I thought you said he was 2.
No, I'm saying that.
Oh,
my
he's
pops name is
in
JAP2.
addition.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, what
T-O-O, not T-W-O. Words are hard. Don't worry about Adam.
where did your name come from, and what does it mean exactly?
Japanese. It's our hood name.
Oh, okay.
It's Big Jap, Lil Jap. My pops is number 3. He Baby Jap. It's Tiny Jap, and then I'm 5. I'm Infant Jap.
After JAP3 released from prison, him and his son would connect again, but with JAP3 being arrested in 2021, the reunion would be short-lived, and JAP is still currently behind bars. With so many years in the streets, JAP3 would take a different approach in life. He found God, and even went back to school, and began going to college, and also staying out the streets of South Central by living in Lancaster. Even though he always remained a Hoover and repped his game to the fullest, he began to step back in the streets. But unfortunately for JAP3, on April 21st, 2025, JAP3 would lose his life. On April 21st, 2025, about 8 a.m., the Lancaster Sheriff Station received a call of a man bleeding in an alley along the 45,000 block.
Damn, bro. God bless that man's soul. God bless the family. God bless everything that has to do with that situation for sure.
10th Street in Lancaster. The man identified as JAP3 was found in the alley. He was transported via ambulance to the Antelope Valley Medical Center in Lancaster, where he died to his injuries. It was alleged that JAP3 got into a physical altercation that led to him being stabbed and dying. Many would pay respect to JAP and celebrate his life, but JAP3's son from behind bars would feel the pain of his father's death. From behind bars making a post to his father, and the worst part, JAP3 was killed on JAP5's birthday. From all that JAP3 went through in the streets to go out the way.
Crazy, bro. Shout out to Warren Cali. We're about to the next one on Red Dots to the left. Y'all know the Red's free. Avenue Angel Tweets free. We go.